That metal tone you just heard and the tones you're about to hear in this video are all produced by Blackstar's CabRig software. Now this is available for the latest series of Blackstar amplifiers, their MK3 series, and it's also relevant to some of their other later products such as their amp pedals, the Amped, Amp2, and Amp3. But in this video I'm going to demonstrate this using the HT Venue MK3 amplifier by Blackstar. The greatest benefits to having this software is that Blackstar allows you to use your amplifier without a cab and without the speaker. So you could plug your amp head directly into an audio interface if you want, or you could plug it directly into a soundboard, or you can even use your amplifier as an audio interface. And as you'll see coming up, the Blackstar CabRig software gives you an array of speaker and mic combinations, even a separate EQ for these combinations. And this just expands the types of tones that you can create. Now, two quick things. The CabRig software is exclusive to Blackstar, and again, this is for the specific MK3 series that I'm demonstrating here in this video. And you also may ask, well, can I use other impulse responses with the Blackstar amp and or with the CabRig software? The answer is yes. I'm also going to show you how to do that in this video. And hang around till the end. You're also going to hear what the CabRig software sounds like in the full mix. The first thing you want to do is download what's called the Blackstar Architect software, and this is going to give you access to CabRig. And how you'll do that is just go to the Blackstar website, blackstaramps.com, and then you'll want to create your own login if you don't have that set up already. After that, you're going to have access to all downloads. You can go up here and go to all downloads, and then you'll want to find, again, Blackstar Architect software and download the appropriate software for your computer. And it's also important to note that you can register your products on the Blackstar website, which I recommend that you do that. Next, you want to connect your amplifier to your computer. So there's a USB cable, so you're going to plug that into your computer here, just like you see on screen. The other end of that cable is going to go in the back of your amplifier in most cases, like you see here, where it says Audio USB. Next, just open up the Blackstar Architect software and we're ready to get some tones. Now, in the case of the MK3 series of amplifiers, you actually have the ability to set up two cabs, which means you can mix and match these speakers and of course different mic combinations. Really cool feature to have. It's like endless possibilities for creating your own signature tone here. So this is cool. And again, you're about to hear some tones, but I want to go over this briefly with you. So what you would do is, let's take cab 1 over here. Click on this little cab icon here, right under cab 1. This gives you access to all the different cabinets that you have. Now, while we're on the screen, remember in the beginning I said you can use impulse responses with your Blackstar MK3 series amplifier. How you would do that is go to the little DI section up here, click on that, and that's going to allow you to record your amplifier, just the dry amp, and that will not be using any of the CabRig features in here, so you could attach your IRs to that track in your studio. But after you hear some more of these tones, I don't think you'll even want to consider that route, because we've got some cool tones coming up here, especially with all these combinations that you have access to. And as you can see here, you've got an array of cabs. You've got everything from 110 to 112 to 210, 212. You've got 410, you've got 412s, open, closed back, these American versions, the vintage versions, the UK versions. So you're loaded with all kinds of options here. So I'm just going to click on this 412 vintage UK. I kind of like the way this cab sounds. Remember, we're at cab 1, so now I'm going to choose what mic I want for this cabinet here. So you click on the little mic icon under that, and then you've got 6 different microphones here. You've got your, of course, your 57 dynamic, you got a 421, you've got a few condenser mics, and you got your ribbon mics here. You can also choose whether you want that mic to be on or off axis here. Now, the next natural thing you'd want to do is move the mic around a little bit. So instead of moving the icon for the mic around the speaker there, what you do have access to, it might be something a little bit better, and that's the EQ. This is going to kind of mimic the movement of the mic for you. So you've got a little EQ icon here. Open that up, and you'll see this drop down here. So you've got these parameters here, your low mids, your high mids, your highs. You've got a low and high cut. Now what's even cooler is you also have EQ presets. So I chose the ribbon mic, the 121 ribbon, for example. I can go down here and choose the ribbon 121 preset, And that's going to get me a little bit closer probably to what I'm wanting to hear out of this mic and cab combination. Now remember, we've got two cab options here, so we can move over to cab 2 and we can do exactly the same thing. We can click on the cab, we can choose a different cab, we don't have to stick with the same one. So let's go over here to the 412. Let's pair it with a modern USA cab here, okay? Same thing with mics, we're going to choose a mic. Let's just go with the 57 dynamic, and I think I'm going to place this off axis. I'll go over to the EQ setting here for that mic, and I'm just going to choose the dynamic 57 preset. Let's talk about the room features you have here. So under room, you've got this drop down. You've got small room dampen, medium, large, with those same features there. So you can choose that. We can go to medium here. Underneath that, you've got a stereo, mono, and wide option here. And on top of that, you've got your master control, and you've got a power amp drive. So you've got some other features on here if you want to use them. Let's hear what this tone sounds like. Now you may be thinking that's great and all, but I mean, do I have to have my amplifier connected to my computer to use this CabRig software? No, you don't. And this is where things get really cool. Look on the back of the amplifier here where it says CabRig. You see there's a little switch back there that says 1, 2, 3. You can assign up to 3 different combinations here, speaker and mic combinations, whatever you want to create, you can assign up to 3 to your actual amplifier. So you've always got those stored in your amplifier, so you can take that amp or the amp head wherever you want, plug it again straight into like a soundboard or another audio interface, and you've got access to those tones that you've assigned. Now to store those sounds in your amplifier, you'd go back into the CabRig software here, and you'll go under where you see patches, then Blackstar presets. There's a little section called device presets, or device patches rather, and that's where you're going to store what you want to be on your amplifier. So those are all in conjunction to that little switch, 1, 2, 3. You see number 3 I've got set with their actual preset, the tight 412s. I think that sounds pretty cool, so I've got that as option 3 on my actual amplifier, and I've got 2 more settings here that I created. Hey, let's hear those real quick. I promised I'd let you hear what this sounds like, the Blackstar CabRig software with the HT Venue MK3 amplifier in the full mix. We're actually going to end the video with that, so that's coming up. But real quick, I just want to give a shout out to my sponsor, Blackstar. I want to say thank you so much to all the folks I've worked with Blackstar. It has been a true honor to work with you guys. I love this amplifier. Of course, you've seen my video on the MK3 amplifier as well as the AMP3, their amp pedal. I'll have some links to those videos in the description of this video if you want to go check those out. Here's the full mix, I promise, guys. I hope you enjoy it, and as always, keep it metal and keep playing music.